Hey everyone, and welcome back to Skyblock. Today we're going to be finishing up the mob tower. I got a lot of great suggestions from everyone on what to do, how to do it. I'm not very good at aesthetic building, but we're going to give it a try, and it's going to look fantastic once we get this thing totally dressed up. Alright, so one of the first things that we have to do before we start dressing this thing up aesthetically is we need to handle, like, all of the items. Right now, this is only working at, I don't know, we call it 75% efficiency. Like, we're getting 100% of the items over here. You can see we're losing a lot of items out the side, well, on both sides, on this right platform, and it still can't keep up. Our single hopper cart still can't keep up, so we're gonna have to do a little bit of weirdness back here. I did see a couple of comments making mention of, like, well, we should just use 2 minecarts. Well, that's a good point, but I want to keep the entity count and the noise as little as possible, so we're gonna try to avoid that as much as we can. I'm trying to look at how I want to go about doing this. So I'm thinking, like, we can definitely add another here and say, how do I want to stop this? Okay, we're just gonna, and that'll stop it right there. Perfect. See, look, I mean, that's full. That's full. And it'll items will double up like that just because of, you know, the nature of how hopper minecarts work as they run over other hoppers. So what I'm thinking we do is I'm thinking we have this curve. Will that even work? That might be too steep. Hang on. I was thinking that we go like we put here, and then we go here, and then this would add 2 hoppers to each side, and, you know, that would be kind of nice. And then we need to have this guy ramp down. And yeah, that does not work. Okay, I'm a big derp head. So how do we make this work? Hang on. Alright, so the first thing that we're gonna do is, and this may have been obvious to everybody else, but I'm just too close to the project. Good God, man, look at how many items are up there. This is just half, right? And I've been trying to collect the ender pearls. See, we're up to 7 now, but it's just ridiculous. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reverse the side that the minecart travels on. So instead of it chilling here, please tell me I can reach that. Or excuse me, instead of it looping here, we're gonna have the loop there. Let me get you up out of the way a hair. Nope, up out of the way. There we go. So like that, and then that means that we'll put our redstone block here, and that'll be, so then, okay, so see, whenever the minecart then loops back around, it'll loop from here, which makes this come at a wider angle, which means I'll be able to have room, because I was just staring at it, and I'm like, no matter what, no matter how I do this, I'm not going to have room for the rails that I need. Okay, well, that's a thing. Our inventory is just, it's a mess. It's a mess. Okay, so I'm going to continue working on this. I'll let you guys know whenever I have, like, a final thing. So it looks a little bit sloppy right now, but this is the plan that I think we're going to go with. Hopefully this all works the way that I plan it to. I'm going to try to only use 1 powered rail through here, in hopes that the speed of the minecart is slower, so that way we get more items dropped off. I mean, look at it. You can just see it go. In hopes that we get more items dropped off into the hoppers here. So then it should come back. And it is going pretty creepily. That's awesome. So what if we put more creepiness down? Well, I just stalled it, but that's fine. I'll take that back. It's kind of important. And then we put that like that. And now I want to make sure that it works on the come back around. The slower it goes on these hoppers, the better off it is. I don't also want it to stall on log in and log out. See, man, that's pretty slow. Okay, so we should be able to take out all of these powered rails and just leave a couple of choice regular rail, or excuse me, yeah, no. Take out all the powered rails, replace them all with regular rails, and just leave like maybe 1 or 2 powered rails for the minecart to keep speed. So I think this is going to work out pretty well. We're going to have a bunch of extra hoppers, and it's going to... Oh man, now I got to do it on this side. And it's going to be able to drop more items off every path, every swap around, something like that. So anyway, I'll do it again real quick with you guys. Oh, I'm picking stuff up. That needs to get replaced with that. And then, let's see, this will come out here. Then I need to put powered rail there. That needs to then be a redstone block, and then a rail like that. How do I get this to move? I'm just going to give it a bump. And then we'll put that back real quick. Ah, okay. I understand why it's going so slow. Let's see. We've just got to replace the... Where was it at? My gosh, I can't help but to pick up a ridiculous amount of items. So this guy needs to be replaced. And he needs to be put on the other side. And I'm out of rails. I'm just so out of rails. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Man, look at that. Just random guess. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, my inventory's full now. There's so many items. What a problem to have. There's so much gunpowder, too. So then that goes there. And then that means this one goes here. Then we'll fill this all back in. Drop the gunpowder off the edge. I could probably drop arrows off the edge, too. Glass bottles are going to be kind of worthless. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Be very careful we don't fall off. And then, is this right? Nope. I just put it back exactly the way it was. I'm sorry. I'm a big dumb idiot. That one needs to go there. And then that should be our block. And then, nope, this like that. That's significantly better, right? Okay, and then I'll go ahead and I'll start working on the other side. Let's replace that. Boom, boom, boom. Cool. And then we've just got to do this over here. Okay, so the second side is now finished. So I've addressed, well, there's another problem, or I've found another problem. First, our minecart with chest is full, and we only have one of these bad boys in here right now. And then if we look at the hopper behind the minecart with chest is full. So I want to show you just how easy it is to fill this thing up, and I don't have any minecarts ready. So we're going to jump back here, make a bunch of minecarts. Okay, stop, pause. This is not, it is easier than this. Hang on. So first, before we do that, because we have no inventory space, we're going to have to come in here and we're going to have to drop in all of the items that the mob farm has given us so far. Am I missing any? I'm sure I am. We're going to put half the arrows in. Okay, that looks good. And now that we have inventory space, we're going to make a bunch of minecarts. Then we're going to take these minecarts and we're going to turn them into minecart with chests, right? And then we just minecart with chest the crap out of this. And then we turn around with these minecart with chests. And see, right now, again, watch. This item hopper is totally full. It just got, I mean, you can see the rotten flesh in it. I could probably grab some rotten flesh just to prove this point even more. Boom. It is totally full. It's actually like an ambigram, right? It's the same forwards as it is backwards. Okay, there it is. Flesh, bone, arrow, bone, flesh. Yeah, okay, anyway. So then we just come right here. We click the rail. Dupe. And then... See, it's emptying now, and it's emptying into that second minecart with chest. So we've got 3 of these bad boys. I'm going to throw, that's the second or third, depends on how you're counting, and then that's the third or fourth. So now we have 4 minecart with chests here. Everything will get emptied. All of the items are being collected. You can tell that there's only certain types of items that remain. So, I mean, we're doing pretty good. I'm really excited about this. This is an awesome mob farm. And just a quick update, this has been 30 seconds since the last take. It's already totally caught up. I mean, it is, and think about how backed up it would have been with all of the items that were falling out of the mob farm for all that time while we were working on it. All those items just sitting there, 5 minutes worth of items from the mob farm just stacked. And it's already caught up. I like these changes. I like these changes a lot. All right, so let's start on the aesthetic build. We've got a bunch of people recommended bone blocks to me, and so like I want to give those a try. Maybe we edge some stuff with the bone blocks. I'm kind of scared that like the high contrast isn't going to look good. I don't know. Maybe we need to get more things. Oh my goodness, I don't know if there's anything. Oh no, not the magma block. I rescued it. It's fine. Everything's okay. You saw nothing. That was just bad aim on my part. This is why we don't play, like, Overwatch on camera. Okay, anyway. So, like, the bone blocks can be built, like, they're essentially like pillar blocks, right? See, their texture changes depending on their orientation. I don't know if I like... so many Endermen. I don't know if I like either of those. But, like, maybe once we get, like, let me step a bit closer. It just seems so bright in comparison, doesn't it? I don't know. We'll have to get more of this farm built up, and then once we do that, maybe it'll all start coming together. So to that end, I've done a bunch of villager trading, and God, every time one of those creepers falls, it scares the crap out of me. I've done a bunch of villager trading. That's how I have all this freaking glass, man. So much glass. It's just now we're just gonna build. We're just gonna build. I definitely want the black backing on it. I think that looks really nice, and it provides like just a nice contrast against all the monsters that we're gonna be killing. I think that looks pretty cool. But then after that, I'm at a total loss. I'm also hoping that like as we get closer to the farm, mob spawning shuts off sooner rather than later, because I really don't want to take an arrow from a stray skeleton and then just go blasting off the edge because his bow had knockback. That's what we're hoping not to happen. And it does seem like monsters are slowing down, so that's perfect. I'm gonna keep building here. Alright, so this is what I've got so far. Oh, chickens, hush face. This is what I've got so far. You can see the black wool's coming along nicely. I'm having to build these, like, sidestepping staircases. I thought that was pretty clever, if I'm being honest. All I do is, like, I'll just show you. We come up here, we go to the very top block of glass, spin around, sprint, jump onto the other side. And using this, I'm able to continue to build all the way up. And just, it's smart without ladders. So, yeah, smart. I like it. That I like a lot less. So anyway, this is what we're going with so far. I like it. I like the gray. I like the black. Whenever the mobs do start falling out of the mob farm, I think it looks really good. I like the high contrast. I like the sound. I like how this looks. I want some color on the back here. So what I'm thinking is we'll use, do you remember in... Oh, gosh. It would have been the Let's Play on the bridge to the Mage Tower. We were building... We built that Phoenix banner. I was thinking we put the Phoenix banner right here, right? And then... You know what? Let's just do that real quick. Alright, well, I went and grabbed some of those blocks that we made, some of those wall blocks we made last episode for the challenge. We do have a slight problem. The Phoenix that I'm talking about is built with an odd spacing, and meaning it's built 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. It is actually 9 blocks in width, whereas this platform that we're going to be, this back here, is 10 blocks wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So 10 blocks wide with a 9 block. It's just gonna look a little bit awkward. I'm not exactly sure how I want to do it. I think since let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so the design itself is actually only 7 blocks wide. So that'll be nice. So then do we have like the tail? Essentially the tail touch the edge or the beak touch the edge? I don't know. I think I think we have the beak or the tail touch the edge, because that'll make it'll look better that way, because the head's gonna be the focus. And I just fell because I was too busy looking at the reference picture. Okay, so here is roughly center. Here's the center we're going to be using. So then let me go ahead and start popping out a couple of these blocks. So we want, like, this will be double orange, like this, and then this is yeller, and then let's see, I think we've got 4 red. My gosh, there's so many monsters. Hey, how do you guys like this mob farm? I'm serious. Leave comments down below. So there's that, and then this is the head. So, and it's just a very basic design, right? It's not supposed to be crazy. It's supposed to be like a phoenix insignia, I guess. Something like that. Okay, let's go ahead. Hey, look at this. Whoop! Very nice. And then we go, I think it's doop doop. It's not the most complicated thing in the world. I totally own that. I'm not claiming to be like some crazy good pixel artist. Doot, 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 and doot. Is this, I think this is it. Man, that's really... Fall blocks. I want you back. Got him. Worth. Maybe I put that too high. But I think that looks pretty good. I can see a little bit of asymmetry there. Maybe we put another block down. I don't know. If you guys have any designs that I should use on the black, because we do have, like, a lot of black here. It seems like a great place to draw something, so if you guys have anything Phoenixy related, send me a link through Imager, and I would love to take a look at it and maybe build it in the Skyblock world. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm going to, in between this episode and next, I'm going to just black wool, man. We're all out of string, we're all out of wool. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of villager trading, and now that the farm is actually like up and working, ooh, that does remind me, I should probably try to get the wool back out of here. Oh, by the way, I think this is all the items that we're able to get out of the farm too. So, I mean, pretty nice, pretty nice. Let's see, did it gather any of that black wool? Sure did. Okay, then I want to take a quick look-see-peeksy over here. Nice. It's just, I mean, we're just going to go through so much string. Just trying to get, okay, cool. So there's all that. Turn that off. Gather my wool. Gather the signs. Put the signs, yep, signs back. And there we go. That's going to be the end of the episode. Remember, if you have any designs, send me a link through, just leave a link in the comments to Imager. I'll only open Imager links. So anyway, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time in Skyblock.